Hello, and welcome back to another Talking Freight, brought to you by Ceresys, the super friendly transportation management company. Last week, we talked about the myths around conducting parcel audits and how audits can help you discover areas of improvement and catch dollars that were overbilled. We go further with the idea of saving money today, giving you considerations on how you can use the parcel audit to save big dollars. Shippers underestimate the potential of parcel audits. Parcel auditing is an excellent means of recapturing revenue by reducing parcel transportation costs for shippers around the globe. In fact, up to 10% of all freight invoices may contain inaccuracies. To put this in perspective, a $10 million business may spend up to $1 million on parcel shipping. That amounts to $100,000 of shipping costs that may not accurately reflect the carrier's actual charges. Therefore, isolating and correcting these errors and preventing their financial impact could result in savings in transportation costs. Shippers looking for ways to improve profitability need to understand parcel audits and their impact on total transportation costs. So let's talk more about saving money on parcel shipping utilizing parcel audits. First of all, parcel audits identify much more than just billing problems. The previous example focused solely on the finances of billing problems, but parcel audits can identify other issues that adversely affect the business. This may include incorrect freight rates, failure of carriers to meet contractual obligations, incorrectly insuring packages, and diminishing the overall customer service experience. Higher costs to shippers inevitably result in inflation of product pricing. Thus, parcel audits keep product prices under control and enhance profitability at the same time. Another consideration: companies shipping parcel often or at high volumes should consider auditing invoices. It can be hard to know when companies should begin parcel auditing. On the surface, parcel auditing may seem like a great idea for all shippers. But what about shippers that only use parcel every now and again? In other words, if the invoices can't be audited by a single person in under an hour, implementing an auditing process may not necessarily be cost effective. For example, an audit of 50 invoices identifies a 10% markup on freight rate for 10% of invoices. Even at high parcel rates like $22 for each shipment, the savings do not justify auditing. In this case, 10% of $50 would be $5. But if the employee spends 2 hours auditing the invoices, as shown below, the number of incorrect invoices times actual shipping costs minus accurate shipping cost divided by total parcel freight spend. Also, you want to go further. So in that example, it's 5 times $22 minus 20 divided by 1,000, and that equals 0.001%, or simply $1 saved. If the result is not more than the cost of the person auditing the invoices multiplied by the number of hours spent auditing, it would cost more to audit than leaving invoices alone. This is part of the reason shippers forego auditing, but those with high volume of parcel shipments and those who ship parcel regularly could achieve savings more than auditing costs. Even in this scenario, the process is still not over. Shippers must contact carriers, prove their case, and request a refund. The process is exceedingly complex, and if international shipments are involved, a simple refund could take weeks to process. In this conversation, it then begs the question, why do shippers avoid parcel audits? Well, shippers forego parcel audits for fear of retaliation by a carrier or little impact on freight spend. However, these misconceptions only serve to keep shippers away from audits. Reducing parcel transportation costs through parcel audits can be a source of recaptured revenue and even better overall customer satisfaction, simply by holding carriers accountable for their actions, namely late delivery and damaged products. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do parcel audits impact freight spend? Considering the aforementioned example, manual in-house audits are counterproductive and take more time to conduct than their savings. If a shipper automates the process, audits do not cost more than the software, which is why some companies opt to outsource parcel auditing. Additional benefits of outsourced auditing service include fewer overcharges, Integratability with certain transportation management systems. Full-scale deployment of auditing includes documenting the issue and getting a refund from a carrier. As a result, overall freight spend decreases, while the cost of auditing do not adversely affect overall freight spend. Furthermore, outsourcing creates an active revenue stream. Outside companies take the payment for auditing service off the top of the refund. So if the total savings is $1,000, a shipper paying 30% to auditing service would still see a net or refund of $700. Therefore, arguments against using outside parcel audits are void. As this example applies to entire enterprises, the savings could be as high as $70,000. Okay, so what's a shipper to do? Well, begin using parcel audits to reduce parcel transportation costs now. Shippers talk about the low-hanging fruit in managing transportation spend, but no fruit hangs lower than that available through outsourced parcel audits. If your business ships parcel regularly and high volumes, grab the low-hanging fruit by outsourcing and implementing a parcel audit program now. That's it for this week's Talking Freight. Thanks for joining us for another episode, and we'll see you next week. Oh, hold up before you go. Make sure you click over here to subscribe to our channel. Click on this box to watch all the videos in the current Parcel Talking Freight series, and click up here to go to Cerasis.com. Scroll down, and in the box, put in your email address and hit subscribe.